After infecting our brain with Hollywood, she's now set to become a prima donna girl. We welcome back to Chart Show TV the very lovely Marina and the Diamonds. How are you?
I'm very good.
Good. So, Marina, last year you teased us with your track Radioactive. You went down a treat with your fans and with us on Chart Show. So, what did you think of the response to it?
It was a very different sound to what I'd been working with on the first album. So I was very nervous actually about putting it out, but the response was really good. And it was kind of a good setup for a single like Prima Donna, which is a lot more electronic. And the album itself is more electronic, so it's kind of perfect.
And what can you tell us about the brand new single, Prima Donna?
Prima Donna.
Oh, I like that.
It's inspired by the idea of, you know, girls who are quite high maintenance. So obviously I have a little bit of that in me, myself. All girls do.
Yeah, they do.
All girls want to be loved and cherished and adored. But it's more channeling a character type than it being about myself specifically.
Well, I absolutely love your style in the video.
Thank you.
Did you come up with it yourself?
Yeah, I did actually. The look, everything is... It's interesting how an image kind of gets put together, but it's quite gradual. So over the past year, it's got to this point where I have massive roots, and I like kind of quite girly, precious things like these. I'm very inspired by Material Girl by Madonna.
Well, you look lovely today.
Thank you.
I'm loving this whole outfit. Now, the definition of a prima donna girl is someone who's a bit difficult and a bit of a diva. So we thought we'd take the Chart Show prima donna test with you right now to make sure you're not becoming a prima donna.
Oh my
God. We want to see if you're still
God.
down to earth or if you're a bit of a diva. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So the first question here is, how big is your entourage?
I have 4 people today.
So that's not too bad. It's
No,
not
it's
too big,
alright.
is it?
It's
not too
okay.
bad. What is on your rider, your list of demands when you do a performance?
Oh, not too, not too much. I have strawberry vodka or blueberry, soda water, limes, honey, and then some chips.
So
Or crisps.
that's not too demanding.
No, it's not too bad.
No champagne or anything.
Oh no, not really.
Who's the most famous person in your phone book?
I couldn't possibly say. I don't know, I feel a bit cringe saying. But I did meet the Queen last year though.
Wow.
Yes, which was really nice.
All divas are gay icons. Do you think you've reached that status yet?
I don't think I've reached iconic status yet.
Okay.
But I know I have a lot of gay fans.
Now, after a night out on the Raz, would you go out and buy a kebab or demand that your PA went and booked you a late night table at Noble?
Oh my God, screw that. I'd be going home to bed and again, chips.
Obsessed with chips.
Yeah, once I'm done with partying, it's like quite rare that I would go to a restaurant.
And when was the last time you took public transport?
Quite a while ago. Well, maybe 2 months.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad at all. Approximately, how much is a pint of milk?
A pint of milk is about 80p.
Oh, that's expensive milk.
69
It's expensive as well.
for a pint.
Yeah, that's a lot. 49p.
Cause I asked for it, not because I'm really that deserving.
Do you still do your own household chores or have you got a cleaner?
I do have a cleaner.
Oh, okay.
Only of late though, because I'm like, you know what, all of my friends have cleaners and I just don't have time anymore to clean my house, so.
You're a pop star, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm
You're not around to
I'm
clean.
allowed.
And lastly, have you ever uttered the famous words, "Do you know who I am"?
No way. I'd be so, it's like, imagine if they reply and I'm like, no, and I don't give a beep. You just kind of scuttle away. I would never do that unless I was really desperate.
Well, I think from that, you're not a prima donna girl just yet. You still got your feet on the ground, and that's what we like to hear. Because of that, we're going to play your brand new video right now. Would you like to introduce it for us?
Yes, I'm Marina and the Diamonds, and this is Prima Donna.
So that was Prima Donna on Chart Show TV, the new single from today's guest, Marina and the Diamonds. Thank you for joining us today. So your brand new album is out very soon. Is there a pressure for it to live up to the success of your first album, would you say?
No, because my first wasn't really successful enough, so
There's no pressure there.
In a way, it's like, you know, whatever it does is great.
Cool.
I mean, the first did well. It got to top 5 and it was well received for a kind of pop alternative album, but I would, you know, it's kind of, I don't really have the same expectation. I'm just like, whatever. Too tiring to worry about that stuff. You just got to make a good album and that's that.
And that's what you can do.
Yeah.
Well, you're touring in the UK this
Yes.
May, which is exciting. You're playing dates all over the UK, so what can your fans who are going along expect from that tour?
It's called the Lonely Hearts Club, so it's geared towards, you know, the desperate, the lonely, the single.
Are you a single lady?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. We'll keep with that. And what does the staging look like for your tour? I bet it's going to be
kind of, it references those kind of cheap, fuzzy 70s motels in America. So there's like a kind of flickering Electra Heart sign, there's a chaise lounge, there's like a flickering TV, a lampshade, a hat stand, wallpaper, lots of different things.
In my head, it looks cool. Did you come up with that yourself? Is
Yeah.
that your own design?
Yeah.
Wow. As well as going on tour and doing your own thing, you're also touring with Coldplay on their world tour, which is exciting. And what is it going to be like playing with those guys?
I don't know, but ask me in June and I'll give you all the goss.
Okay. Come back and give me the lowdown.
All right.
Have you met them before? Or is this
I
the first
haven't, I've only met one of them because I did one day in Manchester in December, but I guess I'll meet them all by myself.
And when you go on tour with artists like Coldplay or you did before with Katy Perry, do you actually get to hang out or not really?
Not really. I mean, arenas are massive enough as it is, and they're always incredibly busy. As you are, actually, if you're on campaign, so you kind of don't cross paths that often.
No.
At festivals you do, but in those kind of gigs you don't.
Not really. Talking of festivals, you're playing a couple of festivals in Europe this year.
I am.
So what's the difference between playing festivals overseas to playing them here in the UK?
It's almost like I always feel more confident when I'm performing abroad.
Okay,
I
what's
don't
that?
know why. Maybe for this album it will be different, but I felt really self-conscious playing in the UK.
Really?
Yeah, maybe because it's my own people and I want them to think well of me and
Yeah.
be proud of me, so it's a different vibe. But European festivals are always great.
And have you got any plans to crack the US this year? Because a lot of our Brits are doing well over there.
Well, you know, the dream is always alive. I love American culture, so it would be wonderful if I gained a lot of popularity over there so I could live there and could tour there. And I did on the first album, so let's see.
Maybe, fingers crossed. Now, you've yet to collaborate with any artist on a track, but if you could feature on a track with anyone hot right now, who would you choose?
I always say Madonna because it's true. I'd love to write a song with her. I like Drake. I would like him to feature on one of mine. That's it.
Well, thank you so much for popping in today,
Thank
Marina.
you. It's a pleasure.
I think we're going to sign out with your big classic. What do you think it is?
Hollywood.
It is. Here we go, Marina and the Diamonds, Hollywood.